Welcome back to the WasenshiDo Dojo and our 30 days martial arts for beginners. Today's class is going to be elbow, forearm, and knife hand. Get into some sweet gear and let's jump into it. Alright, if you have a bob or a punching bag, then get that out and get that ready to go. If you don't have any of these things, that's totally fine. You can just use do it along with me in the air, or just pick a bolster or some sort of corner of a wall with some padding. You can do anything. Okay, let's talk about the elbow first. Okay, so just take your hand. You're just going to start doing this. This is the striking area right here, right on the edge. Right here. So there's the very tip of the elbow. You want to come right in here, and it's this whole spot right on the flat inner side, lower side of the elbow. The upper part of the elbow is also a striking area when you're coming down on something, or if you're coming towards something in this direction, or even down like this. Some people do down like this when they break bricks. So right there, okay? Or like this, okay, if you're coming down, or if you're going backwards, so striking back, okay? Boom. So striking forward is right here, striking back is right here, okay? Or striking down this way, or striking down this way. So all these different things, but this is beginner, so let's start with basics. We got Bob here, okay, we're simply just going to have our hands up, and from here, stepping closer, and we're going to strike just like this, into the chin, into the cheek, side of the face, here. Boom. Maybe you have your hand up for distraction, palm heel, right here. And also, you can put the hand behind the head or the object and do an elbow sandwich, right there. Okay, we got the meat and potatoes right in the center. Well, you know, it's not really a meat and potato sandwich. I've never had one, but maybe you've had a meat and potato sandwich. Boom. Okay, so other side. Try both sides. Okay, remember what we talked about in the palm heel? Okay, when you're striking, using your whole body. Boom. Here. Palm heel. Distracting. Maybe you don't get in. Distract. Boom. Elbow. Okay. Striking areas with the elbow or anywhere in the face and the head. For horizontal strike. Okay, and lower ribs, lower floating ribs, of course, for an elbow strike for the floating lower ribs here. But again, basics, just sticking with the basics. Right here in the face, the jaw, come across the nose. Okay. Switching sides. Nice and slow, medium pace. Slow, medium. Okay, here. Boom. Like this. You throw your whole body into that shoulder. Boom, like this. Just like with the palm heel, you use your whole body and throw that shoulder, and then it's like a whip, and this is the very end of the whip here. Boom. Hands are up. Somebody's coming at you. Boom. Okay, that's striking. Blocking with the elbows, okay? So if you're like this, hand is up, pointing the elbow towards whatever's coming towards you. Hand is up here for check, and you're back and forth. Okay. Stuff's coming at you. You're parrying out of the way. If something's coming over in this direction, you can parry back and also switch to this side. Okay, so just do that with me a few times. Elbow up, hand up, switch your stance, switch the hands. From here, 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 here. This bottom hand can be open, maybe a fist, because you can check and come with a hammer fist here. So here, parry, parry, parry. You clear or check and come in with a hammer fist to the nose, to the jaw, to the chin. Hammer strike, boom. And that gets into the next thing with the forearm and the knife hand. So we'll do that next. Elbow, clear, parry, clear, and strike with the hammer fist. And we haven't talked about that yet, but that's just, so striking and blocking or parrying with the elbow and also forearm. So forearm, let's go into that next. Right here, forearm bone. Okay. Any striking area that you want to start getting developed and working on the technique, you want to use your other hand, okay, to use to strike that. It's toughening up the hand itself, and it's toughening up the striking area. So same thing with your fist and your knife hand strike. Start with tapping your hand. And then forearm. So we're on our forearm right now. Okay, nice. Just go up and down the bone. Switch. And then you can also rub it. You're just getting familiar with the striking area, and you're toughening it up, even if it's just your hand. Okay, you're getting familiar with these areas of your body. Okay, forearm. First thing I want you to do, if you got a bob here or punching bag, you're just going to use your whole body. Okay, I'm not even moving my arm. Okay, now you can kind of twist towards it here, and lean into it, kind of just looking back at the camera so I'm a little more open. But, okay, so if I'm just facing, half facing the target here, and see how I'm extending my arm, and pressing into bob here. Every time I say bob, it feels like I'm Adam Sandler and Happy Gilmore. How do you like that, Bob? You like that, Bob? Huh, Bobby? So you literally just leaning into it. I'm coming onto the ball of my foot in the back here. I want to do that. I don't want to keep that planted. You can keep it planted. It's kind of like that's more of a just a. It feels to me that it's too planted. I'm not mobile enough, because what if I'm like this and this is extended? Now I need to move. Now I gotta lift that up, and I'm off balance because my stance is too wide here. So I'm stepping in and I'm kind of bringing that foot. It is more advanced. It's more advanced stuff. Anyways, forearm, just pressing it right into the side of the neck, carotid artery here. Boom. Boom. That's all you're doing. Switching sides. Boom. Hand comes up for check. So hands situation is more like your hands, and you get a palm heel strike, you get into the face, maybe you get a knee in there, and then you can really put your body weight and strike into that neck there. That's an awesome jarring situation for somebody. If you got them down, if you got somebody down into a shoulder ganseke, I think it's ganseke. I'm still learning the Japanese terms for all these. So anyways, somebody's down here, and you can come down on somebody's carotid right there on the side of their head. If they're down here, if their head is here, boom, you're dropping that forearm right on the side of their neck, or the back of their neck even. So you drop it to the back of their neck, you grab their shirt from the back side, and there's knees, and you can also take somebody down, get into a grapple or throw, and what have you. A lot of different things from there. So we got our elbow, boom, to the side of the face, to the chin, to the nose, whatever it catches, boom, and to the lower ribs. floating ribs. Ribs are good, floating ribs are better. Boom. You get into the liver, get a liver shot in there. All right, if you really want to hurt somebody, you get into the back. You know, there's the kidneys in the lower, in the floating ribs back as well. So you got that elbow, and you get the knife hand strike, or I mean, sorry, the elbow. So let's do it in a row. The forearm, people. It's in between the knife hand and the elbow. Know your anatomy. So we have the forearm strike. Okay, forearm. Forearms are good for blocking too. So again, so something's going on, something comes at you. A great natural reaction is to cover up like this. So, okay, so get close to the camera. My palms are on the forehead, and I'm looking side to side. So you can look, I'm looking right here between my forearms. Okay, you can go a little wider if you need to, or here, closer. Just depends on the situation, okay? So that's the beginner, goes into more, you know, block, and start throwing, you know, things. If you're throwing against the wall, boom. Okay. So that's forearms. That's also forearm blocking. All right, knife hand strike is next. Knife hand strike. Okay, go down to the side of the hand. I got two cameras here. Knife hand strike. You go, just feel along the muscle right here. Then there's the bone, the pinky bone, right there. Okay, the muscle and the meaty part right here, this side of the hand is where you're striking. Okay, start with the hand, striking the other hand. Okay, fingers can be out, fingers can be slightly bent. There's this whole thing here. There's this, where it's just kind of like a leopard fist. So there's that. Then there's the hammer fist, of course, too, when your fist is fully closed. Okay? Striking to the side of the neck, to the carotid arteries. Boom. Okay, one way you can do palm up. As you're here, maybe you're blocking, palm up, using the forearms for blocking, and turning the palm down as you come into a strike. Relaxed, speed. A lot of speed on that one. Okay, so if you're coming in, maybe your palm heel, you're distracting, and you come in with a stepping Shido, oh, right there. Palm is coming, the palm is going to be turned up as you're striking the side of the neck. So you're putting your weight and you're twisting your body into it, and you're coming down. Maybe you use this hand, and this is more advanced, this is not beginner, but you're swiping anything, arms, somebody's coming at you with fists and punches, you're swiping those out of the way, and you're coming in, you're coming down with the knife hand to the neck, forearm to the collarbone, okay? You don't want to do that unless you condition the forearms and break your tibia. Tibia's right here. Man, I get my anatomy all wrong. This is the ulnar bone. Boom. Okay, so we're knife hand today, so we're talking about the knife hand. And also, so the other side, boom. Swipe, come down on the neck. Okay, boom. Practice that forearm as well into the collarbone. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, now knife hand palm down this side. Okay, here it's a jolt. It's a 1 inch punch. Your hand might even be grabbing their shirt or their clothing, or you might just be pushing them on the shoulder. Maybe you're like having a little pushing match and you want to give them a little break up, and you want to really destroy them or anything. You just check their neck. Boom. Okay, so I'm just a few inches away here. Boom, nice little snap at the neck. And then you can go and throw an elbow at the face. This is why I put all these together. Knife hand, elbow, forearm. Okay, knife hand, elbow, forearm. Okay, knife hand, elbow, forearm. And you push them offline or off their weight with the forearm. You can grab them, pull them back, elbow again. So you got them here, elbow in the face, okay? Here. And you can control their neck. Again, it's more advanced. Beginner. Okay? Knee, elbow, control their head with the elbow. Anyways. Just keep going on and on. Elbow, knife hand, palm heel, elbow, forearm, palm heel. It's just a constant barrage of different things. So knife hand, elbow, even to the throat. If you really don't strike at the front of the throat unless you really want to hurt them. You can kill somebody with collapsing their windpipe, their pharynx. Yes. Elbow. You can give them a little check in the throat, a little check, but don't go ham. This isn't, you know. Okay, so we got elbow, we got forearm, we got knife hand, we got blocking, we got striking, we got parrying, we got the striking areas. Palm up and palm down. Knife hand strikes. So it's kind of like a snap. So when you learn it or when you teach it, usually if from palm up goes to palm down. Okay. Or palm up, palm down to palm up. You can do it even without stepping. You don't have to step, but you can go like that and spiral it into the neck, but again, it's more advanced. It takes a lot of practice to get that right snap and that right curve. And it all depends, it's how you're striking. It's not even a technique, it's how you use the technique. It could be anything. Okay? Whatever works for you. So after doing this hundreds and hundreds of times, you're like, well, I like this technique, or I like this one better, or I like stepping with it better, or I like doing this better, or whatever it is. So, striking soft things to toughen up your hands and your bones and your joints and your cartilage and your tendons, especially the knife hand. Okay, there's a little more sturdy, these forearm and elbows. That's why they're so good for self-defense. Palm heel strike, elbows, forearms. If you're here, pushing up and across. All right, I think that'll do it for today. Keep striking hard, and I'll see you guys in the next video.